Hi there, welcome to Grain TV. It's Wednesday, January 4th, and an up day in the markets. Let's take a look at Grain Edge's trading platform and see where we closed. In Chicago, beans, the leader to the upside, gaining 19. Wheat in Chicago also posting double-digit gains, up 11, and corn in Chicago closing right around the 360 mark, up 4 1/4. News today was kind of light, but overall there were several things to talk about to get this market moving to the upside. Let's start first of all with the issues in winter wheat states, especially in Kansas and Oklahoma. On Tuesday, states in Kansas and Oklahoma, the Ag Statistics Departments in Kansas and Oklahoma, released their monthly crop condition report. Keep in mind, in the off season of the growing year, they only produce those reports once a month as opposed to weekly. But they showed in Oklahoma a major decline in crop conditions. The crop condition score was only 25% good to excellent. That compares to the end of November, when it was 53% good to excellent. So a big drop in Oklahoma. Meanwhile, north in Kansas, the #1 producing state in the U.S., they were off to 44% versus 52% at the end of November. So that certainly gave some support to the wheat market. In soybeans, there's several things driving the market today. One is the continued strength in China's soybean crushing plant facilities. They are up 4.4% on the year. That is suggesting they're going to need to buy more beans than what USDA has projected. USDA has an 86 million metric ton forecast for soybean imports into China, likely going to see something in the range of 87 to 88, given the strength they've had in their crushing facilities year to date. So that, in conjunction with very wet conditions in Argentina. Keep in mind, a month ago we were talking about how dry it was in Argentina, but that quickly changed in the last few weeks. We'll take a look at some data on Argentina's moisture situation there. Other news out today, really it was just kind of tech buying. Certainly corn has been bouncing higher or trending higher over the last week, as funds are likely going to be going long, rebalancing their portfolios and index funds, and so there's an expectation that there'll be 60,000 to maybe as high as 100,000 long position taken in corn futures by January 9th. So that has kept the market moving up and inching higher to that 360 mark. Let's take a look at the Argentinian weather situation, and in particular, let's look at cumulative precipitation in central Argentina over the last few months. And what we can see, if you look at the line on this chart, that's the normal seasonal tendency for moisture accumulated over the growing season. And what you can see, the area in orange is what we've actually had actually fall. And when we get further out in the chart in the blue bars, you'll see what's forecasted. So we had this big moisture event that happened around Christmas, going into the Christmas holiday. That was what really sort of drove the market down. We got that very big moisture situation hitting Argentina. But as we look forward, the moisture is continuing to, the models are continuing to show more moisture on the horizon. So as much as 10 inches has fallen in the last 2 weeks in some of these areas, with more expected on the way. Now, it's right in the middle of, in certain areas, the growing season. They're late in the planting season for some of these people, and so some producers may not get their beans in the ground or their corn in the ground. So that is helping to fuel a little bit of the rally here. But overall, keep in mind, rain always tends to make grain. So at this juncture of their growing season, it's kind of hard to get overly bullish on over wet conditions. But certainly today was a day of the bull winning the game, up 19 cents. We saw major resistance broken here. We're looking now, if we look at the hourly chart on March soybeans, next test will be 10.19, above that 10.24, and then the kind of the pinnacle test where we reversed back around the Christmas holiday is 10.28. So those are sort of the key levels we need to break through to keep this rally going. Certainly the weather will be key on everyone's mind. At the end of this week, we'll see numbers on USDA's export sales. Absent from much of the morning trade has been any sort of flash sales announcement from USDA. So, that's got to be somewhat problematic, as we've seen little interest from China in the last few weeks in the soybean arena, at least in the U.S. circles. So with that said, we're going to wrap it up. As always, if you'd like to learn more about how we can help you in your own grain marketing situation, visit us online at grainhedge.com. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.